Welcome to DestinationDionna, your self-help learning library, where we discuss all things mindset, manifestation, and marriage. On today's episode of Walk and Talk, we'll be discussing financial fitness and how we can move from a poverty mindset to a wealthy mindset. On today's episode of Walk and Talk, we will be discussing financial fitness. Specifically, how to change your mindset from poverty to wealth. And wealth is health, so that is exactly why we're going to throw in the fitness talk too. Everything begins with mindset, and mindsets are usually cultivated by what you are taught, your surroundings, your environment. So it goes without saying that if you grow up in a household where fitness isn't a common occurrence, it isn't something that's talked about, you're probably not going to know that much about it until you become of age to educate yourself. And the same goes with finances. If it was taboo to talk about finances in your home, you probably won't know that much about it until you've probably gotten yourself into a financial bind when you're older. So I'm hoping that we can give some education and shift some mindsets. So the mindset of poverty is passed down from generation to generation. It's really not on purpose. You know, our parents do the best they can with the information that they have at the time. So it is our responsibility and duty to further the education along and, if at all possible, correct some of the incorrect things that we have been taught. One of the things that I would like to encourage all of you to do is look at how you grew up, specifically when it comes to finances and fitness. Was money talked about in your home? Was money always an issue or spoken of negatively? Were you always told that you guys can't afford things? Or was it a parent that, you didn't have as much money as other families? Or vice versa? Were you taught that money is a tool? So the first tip I want to give is stop all negative talk about money. Don't say that you're broke. Don't say that you don't have money. Don't complain about money. You want to start to shift your mindset to positivity. I no longer even say the word spend, because spend means you put it out there and it never comes back. So see how just a small change can make all the difference. I now say circulate. I circulate my money, which means I send it out there to do what it's supposed to do, and then it comes back to me multiplied. That's what I'm talking about. We're circulating money. We're not spending it. And that's just a quick thing. And I have to shout out to Reverend Ike. He is no longer living. He passed some years back, but he was a preacher who talked a lot about financial wealth, well-being, and prosperity. He had a message of the people of God. We shouldn't be broke. We should not have a poverty mindset at all. We should be prosperous. Talking about prosperity, having prosperity. Let me go ahead and cross the street. So yeah, That's important. Stop all the negative talk. You will never hear me say I'm broke. And anybody that follows me on any type of social media, whenever any of my friends or people I know say that they are broke, I will immediately respond and say, stop saying that. You are not broke. You are in between blessings. Or whatever you want to say. But don't say you're broke. Don't claim that. You do not want to claim that. That is a poverty-stricken mindset, and words have power. So you don't want to put that into the atmosphere. You don't want that in the universe. You're not broke. The other thing I was thinking about in regards to like finances and fitness and how they run parallel is all it takes is a small step. Like, I know we look at our bodies and our bank account and, we probably wish it looked a different way. And we wish we could just snap our fingers and have it look the way we want it to, right? Flatter stomach. Even though I'm kind of working on it. I'm getting happy with my results. Bigger bank account with more money in it. The thing to keep in mind is all you need to do is start with that one small step. I'm going to share a tip with you guys. And this comes from, I have a mentor. His name is Mike Mack. And he's been a big brother to me for years. And he's taken me under his wing and he's teaching me all about real estate and different things about finances. Shout out to Mike. One of the books that he recommended that I read was The Richest Man in Babylon. And I'm going to do a video about the 10 books that'll change your life that I recommend, and that's one of them. So stay tuned for that. But in this book, there is a very easily laid out financial plan. And the first step is pay yourself first. Sounds so simple, right? Pay yourself first. So for every dollar that you make, you need to pay yourself first before you think about paying bills or what you owe or buying anything. And it's simple mathematics, 10%. I read this book in February. And, I'm currently in this state. My bank account does not reflect how rich I really am. But I'm manifesting it. It's coming. Trust me. So at the beginning of this year, after reading this book and getting this principle down, I committed to pay myself first. And I have multiple streams of income. I have a 9-to-5. I have a book that I get residual income on. I also have a coaching business where I have recurring clients, so I have additional income from that. And I was only thinking of my income in regards to my 9-to-5. But once I read this book and got this principle of paying myself first, I'm like, no, every dollar I make. So literally now, every time I have an increase, 10% goes into a high interest savings account that I'm not going to touch for 2 years at a time. So the money's going to go there, it's going to build, collect interest, and during the 2 years, as I'm saving, I will be also researching investments. What am I going to invest this money in? So make note. Let me let this truck go by. Make note. I'm not saving this money for a vacation or to buy myself some new clothes or to just splurge on. No. This money is to be used for investments that will make me more money. And that's a change in mindset. Changing from my responsibility when I get paid is to pay bills. I have all these people I got to pay back. That's a change. That's a change in mindset. But I will tell you, it's July, and already the amount that I have saved is astonishing. First of all, it let me know how much I actually make, which is way more than I was thinking. Then it showed me how much I could save. So the possibilities they're endless. And that's just one thing you can do that can help you shift your mindset in your just position financially. And it's just by making one small change, one small commitment. I'm going to shift it over to fitness, but it still applies to finances. If you don't stop, you won't have to keep starting over. That is the biggest lesson I have learned. Over the course of my 37 years of living, I have gained and lost a bunch of pounds a bunch of times. And this final time, obviously I did something more permanent and more extreme. I did get gastric bypass surgery. I'm very transparent about it. And I'll probably talk about that more on my channel to dispel some myths about the surgery. So my reason for saying if you don't stop, you won't have to keep starting over, that means stay disciplined. Once you have that goal and you started with something, keep at it. Yeah, you may have dips and days where you don't feel like it and all sorts of things like that, and that's okay. That's gonna happen. Don't feel bad about that. But don't quit. Don't give up. Because what's gonna happen when you give up? You're gonna have to start all over again. And most of the time, it's harder to start again because you start feeling bad about how far you could have been if you would have stuck with it. Most of the time, if it's weight related, you put on even more pounds than you had on the first time. It's just not worth it. It is much better to just stick with it. Stick with it. I have a goal of losing 100 pounds, right? And right now I've lost about 75. And it's the last 25 that's killing me. It is killing me. Because you know what? Now I've already done cut out all the negative things out of my life. I'm already working out. I'm drinking my water. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm doing everything. But you know what? Now is where the consistency counts. Am I going to stop just because I'm doing all of these things and the pounds aren't coming off like they were in the beginning? Or am I going to stay dedicated and say, no, this is my lifestyle. I don't want to have to start this over again. I've come so far. I'm, 75% of the way there. Why would I stop? No. Instead, I'm going to stay dedicated and I'm going to look for ways to kick it up a notch. So now I'm not just I'm not just walking, I'm exercising too. I'm throwing in some squats. I'm throwing in my arm circles and things to shape my arms the way I want them to. I'm throwing in my planks. I'm throwing in my sprints. I'm throwing in all these extra things so that I can kick it up a notch and meet my goal. And that's what you need to do. Probably the biggest lesson to learn in regards to finances and wealth. What's gonna matter is the small, consistent changes that you make. And you have to think about the long term, the long goal, not tomorrow. If you're looking for a get rich quick scheme, a get skinny quick scheme, this ain't the video for you. Like, go ahead and look at flat tummy tea and pills and whatever else you think is going to get you there quick. It's phony. Most of the advertising for those things are phony as well. The only thing that's going to last is making real changes. And I'm here to tell you, it's a marathon. It's a slow walk. It is not a sprint. It's not fast. And honestly, any results I've seen fast, they went fast as well. Any money that you gain that is a huge amount that you didn't have to work for, you don't appreciate. Come on, think of all the money that people have given you as a gift or things that you've won. You don't invest those things. You usually screw around with them. But that hard-earned paycheck that you work 40 or 80 hours for, oh, you're diligent with that money. You're watching every dime as it goes out of that bank account. So it's the same thing. It's the same principle. You know, a saying that me and my husband subscribe to, and we live by this. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So to help yourself out, start looking for the parallels in things. Look at how you can draw the connections. Today, we're drawing the connection between finances and fitness. They seem like they're two completely different things, right? But they're not. They're all about discipline, making small changes, and thinking long term. So yeah, that was my TED Talk on finances and fitness. I really enjoy these walk-in talks because literally it's my authentic self. It's not scripted. I literally just think about the topic, say what the topic is, and then I record. So I'm hoping that you guys like these videos. If there's a particular topic that you want me to talk about, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you want me to talk about in the next walk and talk. I'm probably going to do these once a month at least. So yeah, if you're new and you want to be a part of the DD tribe, where we're all about self-help, self-learning, self-love, mindset, manifestation, marriage and relationships, hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the tribe. As always, help your sister out. Like a video. Watch more videos. Comment. Share it. Let other people know what we're doing over here. All right, guys. I will see you next time.